Hi Taurus, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your October 2017 general tarot reading using the Zen Tarot deck, and I'm using one oracle card to give us sort of a theme and a direction to go on in this reading, and that card is from this deck, Chakra Wisdom, and the card I pulled for you is a crown chakra card. So if you're familiar with the chakras, there are 7 zones in the body. The crown chakra is the one that is not related to any physical aspect of your being. This is your spirituality, your enlightenment. This is a more of your wisdom, your purchase, consciousness, that kind of an energy. And so the card I pulled for you is confusion. So Taurus, if there's been a lack of clarity lately, let's say there's a decision to make, or a relationship issue, or just a general, what is my purpose, where am I going, kind of a cloudy, sort of not clear answer for you, then we're talking about how to clear that cloud. When you're sitting in the unknown, it's uncomfortable, but you should always know, you're safe. Your angels are guiding you, your guides, your spirit, your God, however whatever label you place on that. But spirit is always guiding you. And yes, it may feel cloudy. Maybe you've gotten into maybe there's too many thoughts in your, too much thinking going on right now, and that's why your mind is cloudy. So then you would be guided to meditate a little more often, clear the thoughts, allow the thoughts to pass through your mind and let them clear out. Confusion, if you can see it as kind of a good thing, it's kind of like a signal to, okay, it's time to take a pause now. I'm doing too much. I've got too many things that, to consider. And it's kind of like a little signal for you to take a pause and take care of your spirit, right? So let's see and also another thought to think of here is to let go of the need for an immediate outcome, because it's a process and it's a journey, and if the answer is not clear right now, pause and it will become clear, and you can trust that. Okay, so let's talk about clearing some mental clutter. Okay, this is the starting point that you're at, Taurus, and that is the card of understanding. Now, I love that because this says that you may be feeling jumbled up with your thoughts, and you might be feeling like, nobody gets me. I'm over here with all these thoughts, cluttered in my head, and I'm misunderstood, or I don't understand what my journey is, So when it comes to, just take a look at the picture here. The doves are, this one dove feels misunderstood, or actually separated and detached from the norm or the crowd or the group, and feels there's a barrier, there's bars that's holding him back from being, right in the flow of things. And it's just an illusion. The barriers that you may encounter within your mind, the barriers to your clarity are an illusion. Okay? So definitely it's time for you to just step down, pause for a second, and pray, meditate, do a little more almost mindless activities, so that your mind can clear and become fruitful and strong once again. Okay, the internal energy that's supporting this is the energy of participation. So yeah, if you feel like you are trying to do too much, trying to be involved, trying to be in the thick of it all the time, and that could be creating some of the cloudiness in your mind, and that could be that you need to maybe the participation is usually like a group thing, but because this is an internal energy position, I'm going to immediately, and because my intuition and the voices that I'm hearing are telling me that participate more in your own connection to yourself. So there is a persona that you have that shows up in the world, right? We call that ego. We call that the self, right? The physical self. And then there's that depth of that tap deep into your soul, that kind of who you really are. And that's that voice that you hear talking to yourself all the time. That's, that guide. Get in touch with that more. Get more connected to your own source, to the source of your intuition. And of course, that will help bring some clarity, but it will also help ground you and help you feel, yeah, you know what, I really am always okay. So if I just have this little decision or this several decisions that aren't being made, it's okay. Nothing has to happen overnight, right? In your external world, this is showing up in a beautiful way because you're getting it. You're getting the process of, like I said, when the confusion comes, when the clouds set in your mind, you're beginning to realize, yeah, this is just part of it. This is like a little signpost for me to know it's time to slow down a little bit. And the wisdom and maturity of the figure in this card is just at peace. There is no need to worry. There's no need to take any harsh action. It's just resting with yourself in the knowledge that you can trust the process of life. And you're getting this. You're getting this more and more. And it's showing up in your life. So this card is the Miser. Now this, usually if this is in an external position, I would say open up, share yourself with others, but it's in an internal place. So I'm saying, it's kind of the same thing. Show up for yourself. Get in touch with those beautiful qualities about you, which every one of us has, and they're love-based, and they're deep, and they're the root of who we are. And get in touch with that more, and appreciate all the capacity you have for love. And I think what this is leading to is feel more and think less. Okay? Because the thinking has created clouds. It has created clutter in your mind. And so if you drop down and just feel, and we don't always take the time to really sit with what we're feeling. We want to put a label on it. We want to speak it. We want to share it. We want to run from it. But really just sitting with and experiencing the true nature of who you are and what drives you is a beautiful clearing process, first of all. And it'll root you, and it'll get you feeling more strength when you go to make these decisions and you go to move about in your daily life. Yeah. Let go of the need to control outcomes. This isn't just for you, Taurus. I know that you've been labeled sometimes as having, being headstrong or stubborn or whatever those labels are. But I believe that some of that comes from, that manifests because there's internal struggle, there's internal worry and fear that if you don't make the right decision, everything's going to come falling down. This is a very human quality, and we all want to feel a sense of control over what we're, experiencing and the outcome of our life in some way. But that that the truth is there really is no way of control. It's all guided by your innate sense of intuition. And when we overpower our intuition with thoughts and decisions and logic, we lose track, we lose touch, okay? But you are getting this. And when you notice that need to control in the next couple weeks, Taurus, when you notice that tightening up and that resistance to anything that's happening because it's not exactly what you were expecting, notice it, appreciate, rest into how it feels and what feelings it arises that arise from it, and then forgive yourself and love yourself through it, and try to let go of this outward resistant energy of control. Okay? Yes, because you're on your way. Look at the top of this internal energy line here. It's the Harmony card. You're getting this. You're marrying your mind and body, your head and heart, your intuition and your soul. You're marrying it all. You're getting it. And this whole reading is really about that, because in order to get clarity and to let go of those cloudy thoughts, yeah, there has to be an opening, in a deeper position, in a lower chakra. There has to be an opening in the heart. And you're getting this, though. You are. It's beautiful. And the outcome of this reading is, I believe, if you continue on track with this sense of, no, I must control, everything that happens, and I have to make a decision now, and you're putting stress on yourself, and eventually it will create sorrow, because you will feel like you've missed out, or that you didn't quite experience a situation deeply because you were worried, you were up in your head too much. So careful and caution about the process. And then it could show up as a very intense awakening for you in your external life, if you follow this sort of deepening, emotional, feeling-based energy, and really just try to let the thoughts wash away and trust that decisions will come when they're ready. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel really successful and very passionate about your progress, about the way you were able to process and gain your clarity. And then your clarity will come quickly, okay, with an intensity. Okay? Let's see. I think that's it for now, Taurus. And I hope this helped. If it didn't resonate with you, check on your moon and rising sign. And of course, this is general. It's never going to hit all of you. It's kind of impossible. And until mid-month, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Taurus.